Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have this 750 amp jump starter pack that I had got from the Autozone because it's labeled as Duralast. Well, over time you go to turn it on and doesn't want to turn on, or you charge it up and nothing happens. Just won't jump a vehicle anymore like that. With that being said, I'm gonna get a little curious here. I'm gonna take some of these screws out, with a number 2 screwdriver. Basically, with this being said, we're just gonna go ahead and flip it over. How many screws we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 screws total. All right, so I'm gonna make sure we get all 10 screws taken out underneath it, and we'll go ahead and remove that. All right, so once we go ahead and get it removed, we have a connector for this charger that's connects right here. Okay, as you can see, it connects right here. We'll go ahead and disconnect that charger. Just squeeze the tip. We'll remove that. You just go ahead and set this case on the other side. You notice some screws falling out. Just make sure we get them collected back up. All right, as you can see, we got a battery inside. With that being said, we got a little bit of corrosion that happens with batteries if you don't put any type of grease over the connector terminal. You can see you have some stainless steel fasteners, nut and a bolt. Apparently it looks between about a 10 mil. So we'll go ahead and give that a shot. Come back with me when we get ahead and get working on that, and we'll see you in a second. All right, so what we're going to want to do next is get us an 8 mil wrench. Come in here, get on the battery terminal, 8 mil socket. We're going to go ahead and just break this loose for your negative, and down here for your positive, as you can see. So we're going to head and disconnect that. Let's go ahead and loosen that up. Stuck. Making noise. Okay, all right, so we went ahead and got the negative side taken off. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take off your positive side, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to clean these wires up once we get this all taken off, and we're going to identify what size battery we need to put inside this. Then we'll check on the eBay, the Amazons, what have you, the World Wide Web called Google. And we'll see what we need to find to replace this battery at a cheap rate. I mean, I paid almost $70 for this jump pack, so there's really no sense in throwing it out if all I got to do is put a new battery in this pack. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments about this on how to replace this, it's very common sense. Just have common sense approach to maintenance, and what we're going to do is carry on with removing the positive lead and we'll pick back up. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut as I go ahead and loosen the bolt and nut up down here. So I can't hold the camera at the same time while doing this, so I'll go ahead and cut. Okay, so when you get the battery out, you're gonna find this piece of foam with some adhesive that's stuck in here. So this was basically glued to the adhesive. So the battery, all it did was set in like so. There you go. So the sun's kind of bright. And basically we just had to get up underneath it with a screwdriver and pry it up out. Try not to distort too much when you do it. But like I said, you can see the foam block is just glued to the battery, which was glued to the housing of the charger assembly. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and get a putty knife, and we're going to peel the foam off so we can actually see what type of battery it is, get a good estimate of what we need to look for when we order a new battery. All right, as we carry on with this, like I said, I found the best tool for this is just a paint scraper, razor blade. Just get up underneath the foam, lift up slowly. You don't want to rip it, you don't want to get stuff stuck to the battery, because we need to figure out what type of battery we need. So we're just going to get up underneath here, lift up, and we pop it right off. And as you can see, should give us a clear indication of what kind of battery we need. We need a RT 2100, okay? So it should be 12 volts, 10 amp hour / 20 hour. So this is the type of battery that we're going to need for this situation to replace this if we want to get it back up and running, which we will, because like I said, I paid about $70 for this at Autozone for this jump pack, and it seemed like I could only use it for about 2 years, and it just didn't work anymore. And I just didn't feel the need of throwing it out, because sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. As you can see, it's a sealed battery. I mean, obviously you could, get in here and service it through here, but we'll go ahead and recycle it. It's got the no trash can symbol, so we want to take it and recycle it. So maybe I could give it to AutoZone or O'Reilly's, whoever, or a battery place, and say, hey, take this battery back. But we'll find out. So right there is the part number for it, RT12100, 12 volt, 10 amp hour / 20 hour recyclable battery, non-fillable, right? Because it's sealed. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could go ahead and get inside here and open it up, but we're not going to go through that hassle. We'll leave that for somebody else. All right, guys, we'll catch you back here in a bit. And like I said, I just want to show you how to actually take apart your charger for your boost pack and actually have your ability to service the battery as replacing it. For the install, it would just be as simple as cleaning up some of the terminals, putting some dielectric grease around it to keep the corrosion from building up. Grease, hairspray, you name it, Vaseline, all that stuff works. Hairspray works really well. You don't have to get that corrosion spray that's expensive at the AutoZone or parts stores. So other than that, we're going to find this battery. I'm going to search on the eBay and Amazon and look for this battery and see how much it costs, and compare it to about the $70 I paid for this entire unit. So every once in a while you need to give yourself a boost start for the vehicle. It's good to have, and like I said, this wasn't working, so I wanted to get down to the root of the problem and figure out what it was. So we'll catch back up with you guys later in the video, and we'll figure out what we need to do to get a new battery. Alright guys, as you can see here on the Autozone website, they have a 800 amp portable battery jump start for $84.99. The no-go, Elco 119, Duralast 800 amp lithium portable jump start 109. And we'll keep on going up to 156, 169. And we have a 2000 amp 239. So really that really comes down to the battery and the sizes of some of that stuff, and some of the pictures you're going to see in here that I will post. Some of the stuff is some of the batteries you can get from Amazon and whatnot. So, but be mindful just how easy it was to take that apart and replace the battery. So that's what we're going at here. You know, you spend roughly $84. I know when I bought mine it was like 70 some dollars, but as you can see in the video how easy it is to take it apart. And when you need to use, you know, something like this and now you don't have it, now you're late to work, or you're asking somebody for a jump, or you're running up your premium on your insurance because you had to call roadside assistance, now you're waiting a tow truck, or you didn't have AAA. So you're going to see some of these Amazon prices, and it's going to get you a better deal for the battery, and just, you know, a few minutes of your labor to replace the battery, then you're not going to have to worry about, you know, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. All right guys, take care and have a good one.